Hello, this is There's Only One Other T, and well, basically, I was on Hypermode, but then we had some technical difficulties. You see, I had the video already recorded, but I I don't know what kind of fail, like I failed, and deleted the files that had the video that I recorded this session with. Well, the recording of the session I had. But anyways, yeah. So we had to do this on veteran mode. I had to do everything again. I am not scanning anything. Forget that. Fuck it all. So I'm not even gonna trip about it anymore. We're just gonna try this again and see how take I don't know, like how many times I did this. But anyways, let's do this. And we're gonna basically stop this all the way at the power bomb thing, which unfortunately, if I still had the video recording and I could upload it, you can see all the crazy things that happened throughout that video. But unfortunately, I lost it. So we're doing it on veteran, and it's whatever. It's very upsetting. I lost all my scans because I had to delete the file because I had saved. And I had made a whole speech too on that video about the fact that I wasn't going to save just in case some problem happens and, you know, I upload it and then it deletes and then, you know, it's too late. So it's whatever. And pretty much we're going to go through this as quick as possible. But anyway, besides the fact of me complaining and not really as upset really anymore. So yeah, it's whatever. I'm talking out of my ass. And also, I don't know, also something. Like, we gotta go through all this crap again. Like, oh, it shouldn't take me no time at all. Like, the video itself, the recording was like 28 minutes. So that's pretty decent, considering that I did all that stuff. But then again, you know, there's speedrunners of this sort. Well, do they have speedrunners that do this? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, they do have speedrunners. They do this like as quick as possible. So I'm pretty sure this is average compared to what they probably do. But anyway, yeah, I haven't really recorded a battle in a while. I don't know. I mean, I enjoy doing this. Like, I don't care about the views whatsoever. Cause I mean, as long as I got like the few subscribers that I have, and that it's at least a few people watching it. This is fun to do. Like, I enjoy doing this. Even though, you know, it's the cheap way to do it, I should just buy a capture card because a lot of people do invest in doing this. So, in a sense, I do kind of feel bad that I'm doing it this way because other people invest heavily in doing stuff like this, but I guess I'll get over it, and I hope people will forgive me for doing it like this. Like, I hope it's actually good enough. Cause I mean, then again, I don't know. Like, I'm looking at the recording right now. It looks garbage, so bright. Like, I should probably turn the brightness down to this game, so that way, you know, you guys can see better. And this boss, like, I had difficulties with this boss in the recording of this, like the last recording. I managed to survive with 8, like, level points left, and it's like, damn, I wish I would have known that would have happened if I would have deleted all the old files. But unfortunately, I was retarded and I did not keep it in mind. But anyways, it's a thing of the past. I keep talking about it. But I mean, at least it's like a certain topic to bring up. It keeps, it's something. It's terrible. You don't know how bad it is. Like, oh man. Like, I'm pretty mellow throughout time, but, you know, there's just sometimes you can't endure everything like that. Like, comments, negative comments, that's one thing, but the fact that you lost the video you worked so hard on, that's a whole nother, that's a planet. Like, that's a black hole. Like, you lose a recording you worked so hard on and you did all the editing to it, then it's gone. Like, I don't know. Like, how would you feel about that? You guys should tell me. How would you guys feel? I know I feel pretty derpy for letting it happen. But this is actually oh god! Oh, well you're just not nice, are you? Oh, well at least I'm not taking a lot of damage. Where are you? Like, get away from behind me. What a pervy war wasp. What the hell are you? Alright, one more time to go and this thing is dead. This is actually pretty quick. Quick. I want to make it as quick as possible because I really just want to move on from this specific area. Like, I hate this boss so much. I hate war wasps in this game. They're so obnoxious. Like, oh my goodness. At least I'm not having as much trouble with the weird one as I did before, though. Like, that was... oh my... hey, I managed to kill one. And then... oh, wait. I spoke too soon. But at least I'm doing it again, because I did a lot of stupid stuff in that video. That could have, I guess, been prevented in a sense, I guess you could say. As right now, I'm doing a whole lot better, even though, you know, Hypermode's a whole nother difficulty. So obviously I would be doing better on this one than I would on, you know, per se the Hypermode. And at least I got to keep my fusion suit too. Because I didn't know, like I had forgot. Like I should have remembered from the time like way back in the day when I played Corruption that if you delete a file, that you lose completely everything. But you know, I had to. I had no other choice and, you know, I can beat this game anytime I want. But I'm not planning on it. I don't want to. Like, the scans are not that important if you want the secret ending video. Like, they're irrelevant, so I don't need them. Like, concept art, that's not going to benefit me any sort of time in life, so at least we can do at least 100% item pickup if I decide to do that. Which, I mean, a lot of people already... I'd say I mean a lot. Like, I'm noticing that a lot. And I notice a lot. Like, there should be a drinking game to this. I might give someone alcohol poisoning for that. But I guess, you know, a noob's gonna be a noob, and they're gonna have their things that they say constantly a lot, because there's not much you can really think of saying at this point in time, especially in this game, where not much action is gonna happen at, well, actually, you know, I really wouldn't say not much action at this point, because a lot of things can happen, which I'm not even mad about. At least it will keep it somewhat entertaining through my crappy commentating of this video as I burn live. And hopefully, as many people should know, the world map counts as an item pickup, so it's always important to get those if you want the 100% secret ending, along with the artifacts. Those count too. One of them counts at least as, I do believe 2% though, because like, I got all the items and I saved one artifact left and I had 98%, so one of them at least counts as the 2%, so. And I do believe that would be the artifact that you get in the beginning of this game. Or, I don't know, like, that's the last one I got because I felt like it felt right to get that one when I first, well, when I played over through this game. But, anyways, let's go while they smack my ass with their little juices that they happen to shoot Samus with. Which, I mean, I'm not very as optimistic. Losing that file really killed my soul. Like, you guys just don't know. Like, that was a 28-minute video of gold, of pure gold. Okay, I'm lying. Probably like bronze. Not even bronze, just probably like a constellation prize if you were just bored and wanted like a laugh for shits and giggles and whatever. But at least I'm able to consistently talk. Keep my way up with the ladies that way, you know. Nah, I already got a girlfriend, she's wonderful. I don't really talk about things like this with her. Probably a little bit of anime, but we don't really watch the same things. Like, she watches a lot of that romance stuff, like, I don't know, I guess, I mean, I caught her watching Fairy Tail on my Netflix, but then, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know who watched that. It's probably her brother, but then I feel like she watched it because then there was another one in place of that, like in another. Like I don't know what the anime was called. It's weird. Like on Netflix, you don't really have. I don't know, like decent anime, like things you would know about. But they have Full Metal Alchemist, which I like that anime a lot. They have like this show I recently watched. It was called Kenichi, the Mightiest Warrior, or whatever, Mightiest Disciple. It's actually pretty decent. Like I watched the entire thing through within like 2 days and it had 2 seasons within it. So I spent my life on that one because it was pretty funny. You guys should watch that. Go look it up on Netflix or YouTube, but I doubt you'll find the entire thing on YouTube. And I also like I've never watched Black Butler before, and I had just like I didn't get into it. Well, I liked it, but I didn't get into the entire series too much. Like I think I watched like 6 episodes. Then it kind of decided me that his like aunt died, and I was like, oh no, why'd she have to die? She was a pretty cool character, but then she turned out to be like an evil bitch. So yeah, that's a thing. That's something. But anyways, yeah, back to my girlfriend. Yeah, so I don't need to talk to many chicks, or at least learn how to when I have her. And whatever, you know, she's beautiful. No joke, no, seriously. But we are going this way, and we are really getting through this pretty quick, like as fast as possible. If only Sam knew how to sprint. Which, I mean, she knows how to sprint in the god-awful, the horrible disease known as Other Elm. Which I hear now people say it's canon, like, okay. Like, I mean, I didn't really like it that much due to the fact of, I don't know, like, it was, I don't know. Like, it's hard to explain how I felt about that game. Like, it was alright, but it wasn't, like, a natural thing I would enjoy. Like Retro, like I don't think Retro had anything to do with Other Elm. It was Team Ninja, I do believe. So, oh man, Retro should have been on that one. That would have been awesome. But it changed, some people aren't used to change, which that change was not good at all because they had so many loopholes in there, like the Galactic Federation dude that you never really found out about. Like, you knew there was a traitor, and you never really found out who he was. Like, what? And I was hoping for, like, a final epic battle against Ridley again, but nope. He got killed by the Metroid Queen. And then, like, I really want to know why Phantom was, like, the true last boss to the entire game. Like, what? So many, like, gaps, like, that threw me off. Like, what was everything doing there? That was crazy. So, I guess I can see why, like, why they consider that, as it is, the most evil thing that existed. Some of the things I just did not understand. And then I beat it pretty, like, I wouldn't say easy, but then I beat that, what you call it? I think it was Hypermode, like, they called it Hypermode now, where you only have one energy tank and you have to beat the entire game with just that one energy tank. Yeah, I did that. It's a shame you couldn't face Phantom though. I mean, they made you face Ridley in his team form, and that was pretty hard. Because, I mean, you couldn't go nowhere, so it's pretty much like, how come Phantom wasn't a thing? You could pretty much move all over the place and dodge stuff like bobbing and weaving all over the place. Because dodging's, simple in that game. But anyway, what would be you guys' favorite Metroid game? I know I like Metroid Prime 3. I know it wasn't really like the best. Like Metroid Prime was pretty good. But I like Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. If I had to say, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes was actually my favorite Metroid Prime game. Or Metroid game. Followed by Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion. Because Super Metroid, oh my goodness, that one had it all. Oh, they need to bring it back to those days. But if I had to, like, say the worst Metroid games of all times to me, it'd be Other Elm and Metroid Prime Hunters. Because, I mean, well, Metroid Prime Hunters was kind of fun, but then it kind of got boring. Like there was not much to it. Like they should have did so much more. Like I realized that they didn't have much to offer because like back then the DS didn't have much to store within it. So, and that game consisted of things like Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, where you travel all over other different planets, and then they had to deal with all the other, you know, hunters and stuff in the multiplayer. So I can understand why. But that would be cool if they made like a remake to it or whatever, like an HD remake for like the Wii U or something like that. I would totally buy that. Well, at least for the 3DS. Well, not a 3D version, because then, you know, 3DS doesn't have HD, I do not believe. And, you know, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And give them more power-ups, like, they only had 2 power-ups. Well, when you exclude the Morph Ball, they only had 2 things, the charge and their own beam themselves. And then they had to replenish their own ammo, which I think the hunters should not have had to replenish their own beams. But my favorite hunter was Psylocke. Like I like Psylocke because if you like in the space levels where you could like float, like hover a little bit through gravity, if you knew how to use Psylocke right, you could fly with his morph form with the bombs. So that was pretty fun to do. But I mean, it was nothing special. It was just cool that I could fly around. You could easily escape people. And yeah, it was pretty cool. And the fact that they had that one ending in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption with Psylocke's ship, yeah, you know, that'd be pretty cool if they made a new game for that, like, do a story for that, because, you know, Retro hasn't made a Metroid game since Corruption, or at least trilogies at least, because, like I said, Other Realms was Team Ninja, more or less. But yeah, I like a lot of things that is Metroid. I do believe, well, I don't know, it's hard to say what my first game was for the Super Nintendo. I think my first game for the Super Nintendo had to be like a Mario game, I don't know. Like, I think it was Mario RPG or some crap like that for like the SNES or whatever. NES, it's not Super Nintendo, I don't know, like I'm stupid, what am I even talking about? But I do believe it was Mario RPG, but other than that, I do remember, like, back in the day, like, I would play Super Metroid, and I'd be scared of that little seahorse thing, because it had, like, those fucking freaky eyeballs, and I would always, like, turn off the game, because it was so freaky. But, now we're back at this boss on veteran mode, which could have been a lot funner to play on Hypermode. But I'm not even still gonna complain about that. Because I'm calm now about that. I wasn't even, like, okay. I was screaming and shouting. Normally you don't see me screaming and shouting, but that just took it. Like, that just took the cake. It took everything from me. It took the Metroids, all space parts, taking the containment, Ridley, complete Ridley, on Super Metroid, taking that baby Metroid. That's what it felt like. Anyways, back to our little chat. You know, it's kind of fun chatting with you guys. Pretty fun. Talking about this kind of shit. But anyways, killed the incinerator. And we're in 18 minutes of this, which is pretty good. Which, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's pretty good, because now it's shorter. But at least it won't have much time to render it. But anyways, once we get to the power bomb station, the fuck? Once we get to the save station, I do believe I'll save it there, because that's where I stopped it in the last video. But of course in that one, like I said, it was 28 minutes. So since I had time to rehearse it before previously, I knew where to go instantly. Giving me the more advancement in this. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's a plus. I got the same amount of missile expansions. And before we end it off, let's try to find another conversation. But anyway, yeah, I've always wished, like, I don't know, a lot of people don't, but I do, since I'm a Metroid fan. I would love to see, like, I don't know, a new Metroid character playable on, like, Super Smash Bros., like the new Super Smash Bros. Game. Like, it sucks that they've never really put Ridley on there, but then I mean I can kind of see why, but then I kind of can't, because I mean Ridley's an awesome character. He's been through everything thick and thin. He's the Bowser of this game pretty much. You take him out, but then he comes back later. Which, and also coming back to Other M, I disliked about Other M, because that permanently killed Ridley. Like Ridley permanently died. And that's another fault there. Ridley's permanent demise. Because Ridley has the ability to regenerate. So, yeah. Anyways, I do believe we hit the save station. It was nice chatting with you guys for once. Actually, finding a topic. I think this is a step up for me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been There Is Only One Letter T. Like, comment, dislike, do whatever you want. Have a nice day, and goodbye.